Okay, now what we're going to make is the filling for the sweet ricotta pies. So what I have here is 3 pounds of ricotta that I have been draining for quite a number of hours, because you would not believe the amount of liquid, you see it, that comes out of store-bought ricotta. And you do want the ricotta to be kind of dry as possible, so that the filling isn't too liquidy. So this is 3 pounds. I'm going to put that into this bowl, and it probably could still drain a little bit more. And then to the ricotta, you want to add a dozen eggs and a cup of sugar. So I'm going to mix the cup of sugar in with the dozen eggs, and I'm also going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon into that mixture, so that when we mix it into the ricotta, it's all mixed together. This again is a recipe from my mother's family, the Oropello side, and we had an Aunt Frances, who was my grandmother's sister, my grandfather's sister, who was the baker in the family. And she was the one responsible for making all of these recipes when my mother was a little girl, and then they were passed down to my mother, and my mother made them at Easter. Again, sweet ricotta pies were only made at Easter time. Some people in some parts of Italy, they use farro or other kinds of grains to make these Easter pies, and we never did. We always made it with ricotta and eggs, cinnamon and sugar. That was all that was inside my mother's sweet ricotta pies. So now I've mixed the egg and the sugar, and now I'm going to mix this into the ricotta. And along with this comes the juice and rind of 3 oranges. So I use my little grater to get all that rind off of 3 nice size oranges, so that's going in there. And this is the juice of 3 of those oranges. 3 oranges. So that's going to go in here too. I see a little seed in here, which I want to remove. So there goes that into the mixture. And then we're just going to mix this all up, incorporate everything into it really well. And this is going to go into the refrigerator until the pie crust, which I just put in there, is a little bit more chilled, so that I can roll it out and then begin to put this into the crust. So I'll be back.